Are you ready to make organic social media work for you? Well, stay tuned because I actually have tips and tricks to make that happen. But first, you have heard me loud and clear state that organic social media is not dead. And if you haven't, make sure to check out that video. But there is one thing that can make your organic social media die, and that is my pet peeve, a toggle button. What the toggle button is that you can post your content from one social channel to the other. Exact same everything. Do not do this. Whatever you do, please stop. The reason why is each social channel has a separate audience. We are on social channels because they inspire us, or we get valuable information from others, or they make us laugh. Well, why would you post information, funny, on a social platform that is made to make you laugh or entertain? It just does not work. And that is the way that organic social media will die for you. So promise me that no matter what you do, you will stop using that toggle button because it will not help you. The other big thing here is making sure that you actually have a strategy for each social platform. The way you come about Facebook is very different than the way you should go about TikTok. Same thing with YouTube. The big thing that I tell everyone, and this is something I hope you get out of this, is to make your organic social media work for you, you need to do one channel as perfectly as possible. Just because your competitors are doing all of them does not mean you need to. The one thing I would suggest doing is making sure you could get the same username right away on all of the social platforms just to get them. Don't post on all of them. Just make sure you have the username. Start with the one social platform that has the highest audience rate for you. So what does that mean? I call Facebook Mom Book and Grandma Book because it does skew more female and older. So if you have a company or brand that is strictly going after that type of demographic, then Facebook is the perfect place for you. If you are in the beauty field and fashion field and you skew anywhere 40 and younger, my suggestion is to either look at Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. YouTube, I say, takes a lot more time and energy, so maybe starting with one of the Instagram or TikToks is the best avenue for you. From there, when you really develop who you're going after and those personas, what you need to do is figure out how you can actually get the content that is valuable to that social audience. So again, case in point, TikTok. TikTok is obviously very video heavy, but it's fun and entertaining. You should not be sitting there just showing pictures and putting in this long caption. It won't go anywhere. What you need to do is figure out a way to create that strategy that is inviting, exciting, and what is your differentiator to make sure that you are attracting the correct audience. So if you are a clothing brand and you want to showcase your clothes on different types of body types, then do that through video. People are not looking for the overdone videos anymore. We like seeing the behind the scenes. Consumers want to see who the company really is, and that's what you should be doing on social. So when you're thinking about, okay, what social media platform is right for me? What kind of strategy should I be doing? Now think about, okay, I have my strategy. I know where I'm going to be posting. What content? How can I get this content? And again, like I said, it is not all about making sure that you have these overdone videos. It's really about taking the consumer or the person that's trying to follow you behind the scenes and giving them a reason that they should care about you. Tug on their heartstrings. We all want to care about people, especially now when we feel like we don't have as many interactions. We want to feel like we're actually helping out a brand that needs it or that we value, right? So from there, when you're thinking about the content, think about who around me can I be filming or taking pictures of, or the clothes, or how do we come up with these concepts to actually give to our consumers? Once you're there and you're figuring that piece out, When you look at each social platform and thinking about how I can make it work for me, the other piece of this is figuring out it is not all about, and I'm going to repeat this, it is not all about just posting to post. You have to have a reason to post, a clear call to action, a reason for someone to interact with you and engage. And while engagement is currency on social media, the biggest thing is to get people from your social media accounts to your website or even into an email marketing flow, right? Because overall, you want to make sure that you own these people's data to be able to market to them later down the road. It shouldn't just live on social. While organic really helps that piece of it, we want to be able to give clear call to actions so that way the consumer on the other end wants to come back for more reasons. They want to know more. They want to help you. They want to be able to go to your website and be able to go through your about, through your product line, through who you are, right? So when you're establishing that, making sure that you're not just posting to post, but you always have a clear call to action has to be something that you think of to make sure your organic works for you. The other piece of this that I think some social media marketing managers out there will say I'm wrong, and that's fine, but I like being wrong, or I like being ahead of the curve. You do not need a social media calendar to be successful. We are done with the days of like Testimonial Tuesday or Thirsty Thursdays or Wacky Wednesdays, Wisdom Wednesdays. That's just not the world we're in anymore. We need, and this goes back to the call to action, you need a purpose. You need to storytell. The whole thing about social media is giving people a look underneath that hood of your brand and showing them what matters to you. So what does matter? Is it Testimonial Tuesday? No, that used to be just a good thing for us because it was easy to post about. Not anymore. Again, do not do this. It's almost as bad as the toggle. What you want to do is come up with 2 weeks worth of content to be able to dive into going, what are my customers going to care about? And from there, dive into your analytics. Your consumers are going to tell you what they care about. Just because you love the content that's going out there does not mean that they do. So make sure there's no ego amigo here and that you are actually caring about your analytics so that you go back and you go, you know what? Even though I thought this post was going to be unbelievable, it actually isn't. It's actually tanking. There's no click-throughs. The engagement's horrible. But the post that I actually thought wasn't going to work is skyrocketing. It's going viral. Why don't we duplicate that type of idea and see how that goes? That's the way you continuously build out your content to make sure you're killing it on one social media platform. So to summarize here, 1, never use a toggle. You're going to say it after me. Never use a toggle button. There is no point to have the same content on each social media channel. 2, stop posting to post. Have clear call to actions. You need to really dive into that strategy, understanding the personas, and knowing what social media platform you should be on to make sure that you actually thrive as a company. And then lastly, I like to say, crawl, walk, run. Do something really, really well and add to it. So if you're doing TikTok unbelievably, maybe the next step is to add a YouTube channel after that so you can direct your people to longer form videos to then get them into even more of a sales channel. Stay tuned for more tips and tricks, especially about any type of social media marketing. Feel free to subscribe. We are so excited to be on YouTube and helping you out, making sure you succeed on social media.